just in. Served Tinubu petitions through his party APC court orders. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja on Friday, March 24th, ordered the President-elect Bola Tinubu should be served his copies of petitions seeking to nullify his election through substitute means. Vanguard reports that the three-man panel of the court, led by Justice Joseph Ikenge, directed that the petition should be served to Tinubu through his political party, the All Progressive Congress. This comes after separate ex parte applications that were brought before the court by the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and his counterpart in the Labour Party, Peter Obi. The duo accused Tinubu of deliberately avoiding the service of their petition on him. They told the court that several attempts they made to effect service of the petition on Tinubu proved abortive. According to the petitioners, the president-elect deliberately made himself elusive with a view of frustrating their effort to hand him copies of the petitions as required by the law. Consequently, relying on Section 6 CA and 36(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended, Section 15 of the Court of Appeal Act, as well as Paragraph 8 of the first schedule of the Electoral Act 2022, the petitioners sought the intervention of the court, having heard the application by counsel to the petitioners, including the affidavit in support. The application are hereby granted. The Justice Ikenga-led panel ruled, withdraw the certificate of return that was issued to Tinubu and declare me the winner of the February 25th election, Atiku tells Court of Appeal. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, on Tuesday night, March 21, filed a petition to challenge the declaration of Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. Atiku in the petition marked CAPEPC 05/2013 filed that at the Court of Appeal in Abuja applied for the withdrawal of the certificate of return that was issued to Tinubu by INEC. He maintained that the declaration of Tinubu as the winner of the presidential election was invalid by the reason of non-compliance with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022. The second respondent was not duly elected by a majority of lawful votes cast at the election. The second respondent was at the time of the election not qualified to contest the election, Atiku said while listing grounds. He said the court should consider nullifying Tinubu's election. He prayed the court to declare him the winner of the presidential election, having secured the second highest number of lawful votes cast at the election. It will be recalled that the Labour Party and his candidate Peter Obi had Monday night also filed a petition before the court to void the declaration of Tinubu as the president-elect. Just in Peter Obi files to nullify the Tinubu's victory. This was after this Peter Obi soon before Atiku came. The Labour Party and his presidential candidate Peter Obi have filed the petition challenging the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Nigeria's presidential elect in February 25th election. The petition was filed at a presidential election petition court in Abuja on Tuesday, March 21. The petition marked CAPECPC 03/2023 as the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Tinubu, his running mate Senator Shettima, and the APC as first and fourth respondents. The petitions are praying for the tribunal to declare that Tinubu was not duly elected by the majority of the lawful vote cast at the election. The They pray the court to cancel the February 25th presidential election and order a fresh poll. Specifically, the petitioners alleged that at the time of the election, Tinubu was not qualified to contest. They equally argued that the election was invalid by reasons of corrupt practices and non-compliance with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022. Tuesday being the 21st day since the declaration of the results of the election on 1st March, the last day he as well as other aggrieved candidates and political parties have to file their petition in court. So the funny thing in all of this is that because Tinubu knows that he does not have a case, he decided to fly out of the country to rest. You have petitions on ground and you're going abroad to rest. That is what some media houses or one media house have decided to, pull out. But the truth is that Tinubu went for medical care. Another news house had said that one. He went for medical care, and they tried to serve him even while he was in Nigeria. See, what his lawyers are trying to toe, that line will not favor them. The reason is this: the Electoral Act is very clear on this. You cannot say you don't want to be served papers, then you run away. They tell you to run away so that you buy time, so that you'll be sworn in. It doesn't work that way. You went out to rest when you have petitions to be sworn. And I think at this point, if your party refuses to receive these papers on your behalf, the petitions on your behalf, they drop it in your house by the gate, and they will definitely serve you these papers on media. And because you feel that they cannot serve you on media, you still go to court and challenge it. The court has given the other, your opponent, the go ahead to serve you those petitions through your party. Of course, you know that your party can reach you at any time, no matter where you are hiding. And if you know what the court can do, you will not even be towing this line, because the court has the right. If you refuse to appear in court, or you refuse to receive these letters, the petition, they can as well strike your matter out and make sure that the certificate of return is collected from you. By the time the court says the certificate you are holding is not valid, I'm sure you make yourself available. And when they say it is not valid, the next thing they will do, they'll retrieve that certificate from you, or better still, make it invalid and conduct a fresh election. By the time they conduct a fresh election, I'm sure you will have sense to know that you don't try Nigerians the way you are doing. You are an old man, but from everything, you are used to forgery and tricky lifestyle. But that will not work with Nigerians. As you see Nigerians now, our eyes are open. Peter Obi is winning this from top to bottom. So you better wake up, sir, and have some common sense.